8 months ago, I was probably quite similar to you, bro. I just wake up every single morning, like, fap into my bed sheets or whatever, bro. Genuinely, bro, like, it's disgusting, really. Didn't even use tissue paper, mate. Yeah, I'd wake up and I'd just... Sometimes I'd use imagination and whatever. Sometimes I'd just pull out my phone, pull out some of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my entire life. Sometimes I just like... Oh, it genuinely, it disgusts me when I think back to it, bro. Just 8 months ago, I would do it literally, basically every single day. I know a lot of people got it worse, like, as the years go on, some people do it twice, 3, 4 times. There have been times where I've done it twice a day, every day. You feel so tired throughout the day, you just can't be bothered. You just don't want to, like, you're so carefree, it's almost, you literally look at women and they're like, they don't even interest you anymore, bro. Like, they're just that person over there, yeah. It's almost like sad. It's just sad. You get that feeling of guilt, like, bro, I probably shouldn't have done that. Like probably, maybe a bit tired, maybe I did this, did that. You just feel like you could do better, but every time, the next day you go back to it, and the next day you go back to it, and it gets at you, it bites at your mind. Like, you can't keep on doing this, bro. You can't keep on waking up every single day and failing at your mission, like the thing that you need to do, the thing that you know is bad for you, you just keep coming back to. I hope I can help you with this. I think I can. In fact, I know I can. Now I've learnt, bro, over these last 8 months, being fly above. Now I've learned, bro, like what, this fly, mate, what on earth? It's like some sort of wasp or something. Jesus, get a panic attack. Oh my god, mate, just what can I do? I'm not even 3 minutes in yet and I'm already getting okay. I think this video can genuinely help you decrease this by 80%. I'm not even joking. That's what I've managed to do, 80%. So far this month, I've literally only done it 5 times. Which probably isn't... If you're comparing me to some guy who's been on this journey for the last 3 years, then yeah, obviously I'm not that far, bro. But I think that's incredible progress for just 8 months, bro. 8 months. I'll probably be finished in another 4. Probably be like looking at the camera straight and saying, but this month, nah, not done it once. And that's my goal, that's my hope, bro. I hope you can reduce it as much as I have. I rarely ever feel tired during the day. I get up and I just do my thing. Well, I can't really say that because I've got a condition, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I just get up and that doesn't really affect me. I just go on my day. Yeah, bro. So we'll cover a few things. I swear to God, every time I record, my mom decides to hoover. It's genuinely, it's almost like she knows. So apologies for the incredibly loud noise. Someone would think she was a cleaner. So I'm trying to look at the, Okay, first off, this is something that I learned quite recently, and probably I said it in the last video on this subject. And yeah, so I just want to clarify it so you guys understand. This doesn't decrease testosterone. Like, it doesn't. Like, doing it doesn't increase testosterone, which is interesting because I sort of assumed it did. Apparently it increases something. It doesn't decrease that, but it does increase something else called prolactin. And prolactin is basically like a feeling of calmness. You get what I mean, right? So when you do it, you get a feeling of calmness, right? Afterwards, right? It's 5 minutes afterwards. You're like, ah. You know, if you've ever done it just before bed, it like helps you go to sleep that like a bit faster. Although it's not good for you, so it's like, hey, come on. Yeah, bro. This is honestly pretty easy to correct. And I'm not going to go on too much because I know I might do that sometimes. If this is how these videos are getting 30 minutes long, I just go on about how the same thing over and over. Okay, there are a few points I want to make. A few things that I'd like you to try and understand. These are quite in-depth. These are personal beliefs of mine as well. Okay, number one is all pleasure... Oh, sorry, I'm saying this like garbage. It's literally, I've thought about this so hard, bro, and it's like, okay, all pleasure leads to pain. Okay, all pleasure leads to pain. Literally, all pleasure. So, like, you're watching this video right now. Is this pleasure? Well, no, not really. You're just learning something, bro. You're trying to, you know, get better. So it's not pleasure, right? So, is it pain? Not really. It's not really painful watching this. It's sort of just like, it's sort of just neutral. Like, it's not really pain or pleasure. So watching this video is just going to lead to maybe not much. Though, no, I actually disagree. This video is kind of pain. Because right now you could be watching like a Mr. Beast's I got hunted by 30 people or something like that, like. So it is sort of painful watching this, like it's sort of like I could be doing something else but I'm choosing to do this. So that's a tiny bit of pain, and that pain that you're pursuing will lead to pleasure in the long term. So if you listen to what I'm saying, you actually decide to go through more pain and go and implement the stuff, which is also annoying. Because you've got to think about it, you've got to change something, you've got to think of how I could possibly do that. It's a little like frustrating because it's like it's not quick and easy. It's not like Deliveroo or something, bro. Like it's just instant. Like, it's not instant. And all pleasure leads to pain. So you could go and watch that Mr. Beast video right now, like, oh, I got hunted by 30 people, but like at the end of that video, bro, like you're just like, oh well, that was entertaining and that was fun, and yeah. Yeah, that was good, yeah. That was, yeah. You sort of feel a bit sad, and you might not relate to this, right? Because after that Mr. Beast video, guess what you do? You feel a bit sad, but guess what? You don't. You wouldn't remember, because guess what you do, bro? You click on to the next video. Maybe it's another Mr. Beast, maybe somebody else that you watch, and then you watch that video. And then the sadness sort of goes away, because now you've got a new thing to think about and to look at. And now you're happy, now you're quite happy, bro. And now your happiness is back up there. And then the video finishes, and you got nothing left to watch. And you feel sad again, bro, but this isn't as sad as the sad that it was before. It's sort of like slightly more, just ever so slightly more sad than before, because now you look at the clock, you've seen that an hour has just gone by, and it's like, bruv, there was that thing that was, well, I guess, yeah, I'm gonna have to, oh my god, I'm gonna have to really rush it, and like, I'm gonna have to do X, and I'm gonna have to say sorry to this person, and that's gonna be quite annoying, and, you know, like, it leads to pain. The pain either comes straight afterwards, or it comes a week afterwards, a month, a year afterwards. But the pain always comes eventually, bro. And this is hard to wrap your head around, because I know it's almost philosophical in a sense. Like it's so like, no, it can't possibly. Nah, that can't possibly be real. Can't possibly be real. Oh no, that can't possibly exist. But bro, do you remember that time you were looking in the mirror and you sort of like looked down and you sort of like pinched your belly fat, bro? That's the pain from all those chocolate bars you ate. Do you remember that time you looked in the mirror and you saw your yellow teeth, bro? That's the pain from not brushing your teeth. During that, like, you know, during that time you were running with your friends and you sort of got really tired. That's the pain of deciding to sit around all day. The pain always comes back, bro. And you might find this hard to believe because it's a bit philosophical. It's a bit like hard to imagine. It's hard to comprehend, like how deep that goes. Like all pleasure, like the food, like everything, mate. That's hard to comprehend. So, so this is one thing that I just keep trying to repeat, because that's the kind of thing that needs to be repeated. You can't say it once and it sticks. You need to repeat it. So I have written down here that pleasure always leads to pain, and fapping is a form of pleasure because it feels good. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, and that will eventually lead to pain because you'll feel tired, a bit miserable, and that's not going to be very good. So that's sort of a mental trick you can use. Fapping is mostly mental, honestly. We're 11 minutes into this stuff, bro. Flip, I've only done one. I've got like flipping 10 here to go. Jesus. Okay, this is going to be like a podcast. I'm going to have to name it like Sam's Podcast or something. Nah, we'll try to speed it up a bit. Okay. Next, bro, I want you to do something that I did many, many months ago, and if I hadn't, I would never be where I am today. I dropped my journal. That's annoying. I keep messing up buttons, clumsy me. Just yeah, all pleasure. Yo, that's the pain from that chocolate I ate earlier, bro. Do you see? I don't even set these up though. Like, okay, bro. I call it. You can call it whatever you want. I call it like a fap count. It's weird. Like basically, just every time you fap, just do a little tally. So like write the month. So say it's April now, but say you're watching this in like September or something. Just write like whatever the month is, and then just a tally. So like, okay, I did it once, and then I did it twice, and then so every time you do it, just get into the habit of just writing a tick on the tally, and just do that every single time, and then at the end of the month you'll know how many times you did it that month. Now you might just be saying, oh bro, why don't you just keep a streak? Well, because streaks are trash, bro. Like I'm just gonna spend the next 5 minutes dissing streaks real quick. So streaks are one of the worst things that you can possibly do, bro, because it's a constant negative feedback loop, and you want to avoid those. Your mind wants to avoid a negative feedback loop. What you need is a positive feedback loop. You want the positive feedback loop of seeing that the amount of faps that you did this month was less than last month, and thinking, oh, that's so sick. I literally decreased it by like 80%, just like Sam said. That's insane. I feel so good as well. This month has genuinely been life-changing, bro. That's the kind of positive attitude you want. The problem with someone who sets a streak is that they don't really have that attitude. They have the okay, bro. Okay, one more day on the streak. Okay, next day. One more day. Okay, we're doing good, bro. Come on, one more day on the streak. Okay, and then they fell. And guess what happens, bro? Oh no, my streak, mate. Like, oh, what have I done? Oh, my man. That's the thing about streaks, bro. Unless you're like Jesus, bro, like you're going to fail eventually. Even I am gonna fail eventually. Like, I understand this. I'm gonna do absolutely everything in my capability and power to stop that from happening. But it's sort of inevitable, bro. Like, you can try stopping as much as you want. And it's also a good mindset thing to think, no, I'm not gonna do this again. But it's not a very good. It's just incredibly negative. And a lot of people saying negativity is good. You need to be persuaded not to do something because the negativity of doing that thing. But bro, I think most people get that mindset from their parents, because when their parents used to beat them as a kid, bro. Like what kind of mindset do you want to have? Do you want to have the mindset of people who were beaten as kids, or do you want to have the mindset of the people that were actually raised properly and well? And I'm not trying to insult you, bro. I think you're a great person. You're 15 minutes into this video. Your attention span must be superb for you to be this far. So just a guy talking with a few of his journals out with noisy family in the background. And constant drinking of water. Yeah, but bro, what mindset do you want to have? Seriously, mate. Do you want to have the mindset of someone who's of kids that were literally beaten, bro? Because whenever little Jimmy like little Joe ever did anything bad, he was just getting beaten, bro. Do you think that family ever encouraged him to go pursue his dreams, bro? Or do you want the family of the kid who came home and got A-star grades, and their parents were going, yes, 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 Joe, let's go, Joe. You're gonna be great one day, Joe. I'm sure you'll get. I'm sure you'll. You know what? When you become Prime Minister, Joe. You know. Like, what mindset do you want, bro? Those seriously, bro. Like, genuine question. Like. And yeah, so yeah, just write the month, and then make a tally, and then the end of the month, just write the next month, and then make a new tally, and then you can sort of eventually. This will take a while, but eventually you'll be able to see the progress you make throughout the months. And this is a long-term strategy, not a short-term one. Streaks are short-term strategies, bro. Like, you get to see that you've managed to do the last 5 days. Well, congratulations, bro. That's amazing. But like, that short-term pleasure, like you get to feel good today, but like your future self is looking back and thinking like, oh, but all those times I did do it. Oh, like, come on, bro. And so, did I actually just spend 5 minutes dissing streaks? I was actually joking about that. Like, I thought it would only take a minute. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. Next point. So now you've got your tally in front of you. It's not hard, but you can literally do it on the notes on your phone. You just do it like tap the screen once every time you do it. It's not that difficult. I'm not trying to make it sound really hard. Okay. You wanna do this next? Should I save that for last? Well, as long as nobody knocks on the door, I should be fine, I guess. Should I redo this video? Should I redo it? Should I redo it? No, I won't redo it. I think I might try and finish it later, but it's a bit like, because the whole deep work thing and people not coming in the door, very important. Sorry, bro. Sorry. It just annoys me, mate. Yeah, so, okay. This next point. Admit what you're doing. This is, oh my god, this is something I learned from a book I'm reading recently. It's over there. I won't bother getting it. It's just, basically, if you say out loud what you're doing while you're doing it, and you let your brain process that, it will make you make a more, what's the word, like, informed decision. I think I'd define it as that. An informed decision where it's like, instead of you just going off whatever you feel or think in the moment, you'll be going off what you think, what you specifically logically think about that specific thing you're doing, and that can really transform your actions. And that genuinely has really helped for me. I learned this pretty recently, so it only helped about 1 or 2 times, but yeah, what can you do, bro? Like, do you want me to make this video a month from now? Like, yeah, so, okay, we've got a lot here. Okay, I'm gonna try, yeah, do a thing. Okay, next one, identity. So this is another thing I learned from this book. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's quite a popular book. It came out it's quite new as well. It came out pretty recently, 2018 or something. That's quite new for books, because most books are quite old. And yeah, it's a fantastic book. Like, identity. So identity can really change your habits, and basically this thing we're discussing now is just a habit. It's something that you are always doing that you don't really want to do. Like, assuming that you don't want to do it. Like, if you're watching this far in the video and you're just shouting at the camera disagreeing with me, that's a bit like like what's the point, bro? So, identity. Okay, we will talk for a second, bro. You identify with this thing that we're discussing right now. You identify with it. If you're watching this far in the video, I guarantee that you identify with it. maybe not guarantee, but most likely 99% of people watching this, like, identify with the thing that I am talking about now. They identify with not wanting to do it, but doing it anyway. And because you identify with that, bro, you will always be held back by your own beliefs. The person who truly moves on, who truly completely stops this, is not the person who's 20 minutes into this video. I'm sorry, bro, it's the person who just doesn't believe that they do it anymore, so doesn't even need this video in the first place. I'm not telling you to click off, because you already invested this much so far, so I don't really get the point. But the person who achieves real success is not the person, it's not the person recording the video, it's the person making the video. And it's the person who doesn't watch the video because they don't think they need it. And it might be ego, you could call it that, but I truly believe that someone who doesn't identify with this will be better off than someone who does. So you need to stop identifying it with this. You need to maybe stop watching videos about this. Genuinely, bro. Unless they're just reaffirming the thing that's like, this is bad and we do not want this. Unless it's that. But if it's something that affirms the identity of, you are this is you, I am like this, I am like this, I am like this, you're just constantly repeating that to yourself. I need this video. I do this all the time. I don't like it. I need this video. Okay, I need this. I need help with this. I need help with my addiction. Stop admitting you have an addiction in the first place. You've already made a mistake by just saying that you're addicted to this, bro. Honestly. You've already made a mistake. If you don't identify with this, bro, you are going to... You're going to go miles, bro. Like, if you just simply don't want to do it anymore, and you don't really identify with doing it, you know, literally, like, studies have found that, like, people who decide that they... Okay, so say one day, on a random Wednesday, someone decides... So a smoker decides that he doesn't want to smoke cigarettes. And then he identifies with that. When his friend offers him a cigarette, right, what does he say? He says, oh no, I don't smoke. Or someone who doesn't identify with that. Okay, so someone who is thinking about quitting, but, I might, like, oh well... Yeah, I'm trying to quit. That's what he believes. He thinks he's got an addiction and he's trying to quit. So when his friend offers him a cigarette, what does he say? Oh no, I'm trying to quit. And his friend offers it again. Oh, you sure, bro? Are you sure? Because if someone's offering you a cigarette, he obviously identifies with that and is going to, you know, like, you can't really get around that, bro. And then eventually, what do? You sort of, you're like, oh wow, well, I'm sure one won't work. Like, just one. I mean, come on, like, it's only one. You know, like, maybe I could start it tomorrow. It doesn't really matter, does it? Like, oh god, that feels so great, bro. Oh wait, why did I do that, bro? Oh no. You see what I mean, bro? Like, you just stop identifying with it, and you will go miles. You will soar above everybody else like a star, bro. Anyway, I think my dinner's here, so I'm gonna have to leave in just 5 minutes. So I'm gonna try and wrap these up, and I don't want to get out of my flow state. That's why I didn't respond to my brother when he answered the door, because deep work is very important. Okay, one more point, and then I think we'll be almost done. Okay. Right now, you have a power inside of you that only half the population has. Because you are a man, bro. You are a man. You have this power that is so... that can literally lead you into a fight with a dragon, bro. Obviously, I'm being metaphorical here. Like, you can literally conquer a mountain with this power. But instead, you decide to spew it all over the walls. This is one of the greatest assets you have. Honestly. This is one of the greatest assets I have. I hope I can conquer this and make full advantage of it. You know, in researching testosterone, when I was watching a few podcasts about it. I found the best way I could find was the best way studies and science could find, excluding of course steroids, because steroids are a bit cheating. Like, come on, you can't really like. But the best way to increase your testosterone without steroids, bro, is something called semen retention. It's basically where it's like the next form, right? Like, it's like you got like Nofap, and then you got like semen retention, and then basically it's where you. And then it's specifically, it's more specific than that. It's, what is it? Hold on, I put it somewhere here. I've got it on my notes. Oh, somewhere here, bro. I'm looking. Yeah, here we go. It's. Alright. It's. I'm sorry, but I can't say it. It's okay. I'm a completely mature guy, so yeah, we can say it. It's so I could get a bit close, it's sex without ejaculation. So that's what it is, bro. So basically, it's where you do it, but you don't, go all the way. You don't like ejaculate, and then you just pull out and you just don't ejaculate, and then you sort of just walk around your day, and that has been shown to increase it from up to 400%. I just want to emphasize that 400%. That's 4 times. That's like going from like me to like flipping like what like higher than that. Like been like some like tribe, like that's some like caveman, brother. That's caveman levels, bro. That's genuinely, that is insanely high, mate. 400. So that's like the max they found it could go up to. So realistically, probably more like 200. But still, 200 is insane, bro. Like, it's incredibly high. But it's also incredibly hard, right? I'm not going to be asking you to do this, because it's like, I reckon you could do it if you kept on this journey and you kept at it for years. I reckon you could get to that level where you can just do that, because that's incredibly mental, right? Like, being able to do that and being like, nope, has an incredibly benefit, bro. Incredible benefit. It's insane. So I've got tons of stuff here about testosterone as well. Like, I don't know if I should go over all of it. I'll try to go over a few like key points. Like, under breathing is the biggest way it's decreased your testosterone, and like, so apnea during sleep. So try deep breathing. I do them I've done them every single day for the last month, but I've been doing them for about 6 months now. Yeah, and then that's the few main things I learned. Oh, and I saved the best for last. This is a strategy. All the stuff that I've said so far could maybe get you to about 30%, like maybe 50% decrease, but this last thing is the thing that got me all the way. This is the thing that allowed me to go from 16 faps last month to just 5 this month. So that's like a 75%. That's like an almost 80% decrease in just 1 month, bro. This is the strategy that I've been waiting to tell you this entire video, bro. That I think has been... I don't think anybody knows this, so I think this is completely new. Maybe a few people, but I haven't heard anyone talk about this in this space, so... Okay. Journaling. Think about it. Journaling about your mistake. Sounds simple, right? Sounds simple. Sounds almost too simple. Like, so surely someone must have done that, probably, but I haven't heard anyone like talking about it and recommending it. I've done this every single day for the last like 5 times. I've still got to do it for the last time I found. I'm trying to remember. I just keep forgetting, so I've still got to do that earlier today. But basically, just after you do it, bro, get a piece of paper and a pen. So this will be helpful, or like a pencil. I've got a pencil on me right now, and write. First off, admit it. I fapped, right? I did this. I did it. I did it as, and then also just notice how you feel. Are you negative? Are you positive? What do you feel? I think the ideal way to feel about it is just, okay, this is something I don't really like. that I'm going to work on in the future. That's the best way to, try not to be angry, try not to be furious, because that's just gonna make it worse. And try to do this about a few hours after you actually do it, because afterwards you might have a sense of guilt and a bit of shame, a bit of all of those emotions, and they're gonna make it all bad. So a few hours after you do it, get a piece of paper and pen, admit it, and then just write how it happened. So it was late at night, or something like. It was late at night. I was on like X page of X website. You know what I mean? And I did this to this. It took me this long. I did this. I was in this environment. I was doing this thing. This is how I got here. And then just start like another sort of paragraph thing and just write. Oh, how do I fix this? How do I stop doing this? Well, first off, I could say no to using this website, right? So say it's like, and try and like sort of reach it back to the first point. So maybe you do it because you're on a certain website, but the thing that lured you to that website was a different website and the stuff it was showing on there. So a good note for like something like TikTok. You know, like I hear a lot of stuff about people saying stuff on TikTok and then doing it straight afterwards. I hear that quite often. So yeah, yeah, so that's something, yeah. Was I talking about, yeah, journaling, yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so write down how I could fix this. So basically just do this, remember this, don't do that, please do not do that, don't go on this website, don't go on your phone past, one thing I've got on mine is just don't go on your phone past 10 o'clock, because I find it's just so easy to fall into old habits if you're on your phone past 10 o'clock. And yeah, just write different stuff down and just learn every single time you do it. The long-term benefit from that, bro, is I genuinely think these next couple months I'm gonna make so much progress just because every single time I do it I'm learning from it, every single time. It's crazy, bro. And remember the stuff from this video. So after you do it, remember stuff, like write it down. Try and remember as much as you can from this video. So like, you admit it, you write down how it did it, how do we stop this. Write down a few things that you've learned from maybe other YouTubers or stuff. And you just write down, so like, you might write down some, stuff like, remember, pleasure leads to pain, right? Remember, that is power. Remember, what you just did was degenerate, right? That is like objectively bad. Remember, you don't do this. This is not who you are. Remember, and just keep doing this. Keep reaffirming these strong beliefs inside of you until you just simply am not the person that does it. So you like truly, indignantly believe that you are just not that person. And at that stage, bro, you will have decreased it by 80%. This video will have changed your life. And I'm glad that you joined me along this journey. It's insane, bro. Honestly, bro, I haven't had this much research done into, I think, a video for a very long time. So I truly believe this video will change your life, mate. It certainly has for mine. This month has been one of the most productive months I've had, probably ever. I don't say that lightly. And I truly owe a good amount of that to just this journaling practice here. I seriously recommend you do at least a few of the stuff I've talked about in this video, and 100% you must do this journaling thing. You have never seen anything like boost it, like, sorry, not boost, decrease it so much. I genuinely can't believe it, bro. It will attack all of those mental sort of things that are keeping you from quitting, and it will just. I'm proud of myself for the amount of progress I've been able to make, and I'm proud of you for getting to the end of this video. You clearly care about this topic, you clearly care about all the stuff I've talked about here. I hope you'll stop identifying with this again, because I think that's quite important. And I'm so glad that you watched this video, bro. I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe or anything. Like, you do what you want to do. My name is Sam. Our name is Seven. Believe in yourself, bro. I'm gonna go eat my dinner.